Dear friends, this is Venkat here from Wizards, and I welcome you to this Let's Learn It short and simple series of learning sessions. And today I'm going to talk about SAFe 5.0, one of the very very proven methodology when it comes to scaling Scrum. So I'm going to summarize that in 10 minutes. Let's start the session. Yeah. So what you're seeing here is SAFe 5.0, the complete architecture. And I will explain, the important components of this particular framework. And what you're seeing on the left side, these are all we call the core competencies. There are 7 core competencies, including the lean agile leadership. Lean agile leadership, continuous learning culture, team and technical agility, agile product delivery, enterprise solution delivery, lean portfolio management, and finally organizational agility. So these are all the 7 core competencies. And I watch out for my other video where I have explained each of these competencies very detailed. And what you're seeing on the right side, this we call the spanning palette. And so you will see this, and this will change. For example, when you select essential configuration, please observe that this will change. And for large solution, portfolio, and the full configuration, this remains full. And what you are seeing on the bottom of the screen, bottom of this framework is there are core values. There are 4 core values SAFe preaches. One is alignment, then we talk about transparency, then built-in quality, and finally the program execution, followed by it talks about the lean agile mindset. It talks about the value, it talks about the leadership, it talks about respecting for people and culture, flow, innovation, and finally relentless improvement. And SAFe has its own set of principles. There are 10 principles. You can watch our video on SAFe principle where I have done a deep dive on each of these principles. And SAFe also given a very clear implementation roadmap which we can use as a reference for SAFe transformation at the enterprise level, and the role of SAFe program consultant. So let's start with the if you compare this is the 5.0 SAFe version. If you compare this with the 4.6 SAFe, in 4.6 we there used to be team and program level configuration, but in 5.0 both got merged, and we call that as a essential SAFe. So essentially, if you see at the team level, we'll have team backlogs, right? And we used to have the roles like individual product owner, we have scrum master, and here we call not just a development team, it is the agile team. That as it might have people from business, or it should have people from business, development, operations, and support. And the next level is the program level. At that program level, we have a program level backlog. And the role of Scrum Master at the team level is played by a very special role called Release Train Engineer. And he basically coordinates, the different Scrum teams within a particular train. And the product owner role at the program level is played by product management. And we also have system architecture or engineer. And if you see this particular thing, we have every the PI planning, it goes for 5 iterations. Each iteration is typically 2 weeks of duration. What you are seeing is this is iteration 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4th iteration, there is one special iteration we call IP iteration. And within IP iteration, we do what we call PI planning, program increment planning, which is a 2-day, full day, a kind of the entire team of entire team within that particular program, they comes together and they do planning for the next PI cycle, which is for next 4 weeks. And so that's what happens, which is part of the IP iteration, which comes as a last iteration in the PI planning. And what you are seeing here, you can also see a very interesting thing. And at the team level, we call user stories, the requirements at the user story level, and when it goes to the program, we call as the features. And same thing when it goes to large solution, we call that as a capabilities, and at the portfolio level, we call that as a epic. So in top down, epics got decomposed into several capabilities, and capabilities got split up into features, and features got split up into user stories. And the another important aspect is you also see enablers. So what are enablers? There are four types of enablers, and they are basically exploratory enablers, we have architecture enablers, we have infrastructure enablers, and we have compliance enablers. So these enablers continue to happen at portfolio level, large solution, or at the essential or program level. And the one what you're seeing at the bottom, we call the runway, we call the architecture runways. So what is architecture runways? These are all program code or design, or the architecture which is used by the near term features. So we should have enough runway so that the near term features what the team planning to implement will not have any dependency. The longer the runway, it's always good for the train to move. And now getting into the essential configuration, and as I said, we have a role called release train engineer. That is, he coordinates the complete coordination within one particular agile release train. And if you have more than one agile release train, we call art, then we should normally go for large solution. So large solution primarily has more than one release train, one agile release train. And when you go to large solution, the RTE role is, the release train engineer role is played by what we call solution train engineer, and product management is played by solution management, and system architecture is played by solution architecture or engineer. And it all starts with understanding the entire focus of all these seven competencies, and the values, the mindset, the principle. It all focuses on customer at the center, customer at the center of the entire decision making process. And the DevOps, also the DevOps delivery, the continuous delivery pipeline plays a very important role in enabling the flow of continuous value to the customers. So it has four important stages. Starts with continuous exploration, continuous integration, continuous deployment, and release on demand. And each of these steps is further divided into four main steps, which which I have explained in another separate video. And now coming to the large solution level, what is large solution level? It will have is solution backlog, and you will see very you notice that there are more than one release train. That's where if you have more than one agile release train, then you should go for large solution. And if you have more, if the solution is more than one, if you have more than one large solution, then you go to value streams. So each value streams will have multiple agile release trains. And the sync up meeting goes like that. At the team level, we do iteration planning, and at the program level, we do PI planning, that is program PI planning. And at the solution level, what we do is solution PI planning, and at the portfolio level, we do portfolio PI planning. And at the portfolio level, we talk about at the enterprise level. You convert all the enterprise, the business objective into strategic themes, which in turn converted into portfolio vision, and based on that you create portfolio backlog. And in SAFe, we don't fund projects. We do funding for value streams, so that the entire end-to-end value stream is taken care. And this particular, the session hopefully gives you the complete, the picture of the SAFe. And with that, I am ending this session. So hope you guys enjoyed this session, and if you like it, please do share with your friends and colleagues. And I also put separate topics with respect to the 7 core competencies and SAFe principles. Please do watch. And if you have any specific topic of interest, please do share in the comments. We will look into that for our upcoming sessions. And also please subscribe to our channel. Click on the link. And with that, thank you for watching this, and I look forward to see you again soon. Bye.